Hi. So last week in the class, I shared with the kids about Akshay Tritiya. And while I was in the library in the morning, I was looking for stories that I could share in the next few weeks. I came across this beautiful story today. It's a lovely story, very, very touching and moving. And I'm so glad I came across this today. And I think I would dedicate it to all the mothers because it's going to be Mother's Day very soon. So, this is dedicated to all the mothers. Wish you a happy Mother's Day and do share and narrate this story to your kids or show them the video, but do make sure that you tell them this lovely story. So, this is The Dragon's Pearl by Julia Lawson and Paul Maureen. So many years ago, in the days of cloud breathing dragons, there lived a boy named Zhao Shang. He loved to sing. Not that he had enough time to sing, he would toil from dawn to dusk cutting grass and selling the grass in the market for food or fodder, and he would just gather enough money to buy some food for himself and his mother. Zhao Shang was a good natured boy. "Goodbye, Mama," he would say each day when he set out to work in the morning. "Who knows what's in store for us? Today may not be just the same as yesterday," he would tell his mother every single day before he set out to work. But each day was the same. He would set out to work in the morning. He would be happy to see the lovely river early in the morning, and he wished if he could just go simply fishing or maybe just for a swim in the cool banks of the water. But there wasn't just enough time. He had to set out for work, cut the grass, sell the grass, and come back at sunset to his mother. Each day passed on this way. He would work hard and come back at sunset for a nice bowl of rice, some tea, and good sound sleep. Each day passed just the same way. Then, one day, there came a terrible drought. The sun beat the land. The entire land was barren. The rivers dried up. The streams no more sparkled with water. And the river burnt along its scorched banks. Zhao Shang was worried, though he sang to lift his spirits, but indeed he was worried. He gazed at the sky to see if there were any traces of the rain bringing dragon. Not even the slightest whisper of the clouds could be heard. And everyone was just saddened because the drought had left them with very less water and very less food. He ventured into the hills deeper and deeper in search of fresh grass so that he could cut and sell it in the market. However, every time he would go, he would only see that either the grass was dead or shriveled. One day, he was lucky enough to spot a sparkling, lush, green, fresh patch of grass. As he went closer, he was happy and he hurried to cut it. He quickly rushed to the village to sell it, and he was surprised because he got a very good price than any other day for this grass. He came back the next day, and to his surprise, he saw that the grass which he had cut had grown back. So he came there the next day and the next. So this happened on the second, the third, and the fourth day. Every day he would cut the grass, and every day the grass would be back grown as green and as lush as ever. And he thought to himself, this looks like some magic grass. You know, if it can grow here, it might grow anywhere else. So he thought of an idea. He thought he could cut the grass with the roots, carry it along with the earth or the mud, and plant it just outside his house. And maybe the grass would definitely grow there as it's been growing here. So the next morning he came, dug up the grass with the tiny roots, carried it along with the mud, and slowly in batches transferred it to the small plot of land which was just next to his hut. When he came almost towards the end of the task, he saw a bright, shining, glittering, pink, rose-colored pearl. He was happy and thrilled. He quickly grabbed it and rushed home to his mother. So he rushed home with this gleaming pearl and he gave it to his mother and said, "Look, mother, what have the gods given us?" And his mother was also happy and she thanked, the gods for this good fortune. And she told his boy that this pearl will get us some very good fortune. But before we lose the sight of its beauty, let's keep it somewhere safe. So she takes the pearl and hides it in a almost empty rice jar. And off they go to bed. Zhao Shang is happy and pleased that he no more has to wake up in the morning to go to the hill to cut the grass, but he could just wake up in the morning, and how easy and lovely it would be to cut the grass just outside his hut. And he went off to bed. But this was not to be. The next day, when he woke up, he was shocked and he cried loud, for the lush green grass had all dried and it was dead. "Oh no," he cursed himself. "What have I done? I have disturbed the earth and destroyed such lush green grass." He was totally heartbroken and he cried. And it just struck to him that maybe he should have planted the grass with the pearl. So he rushed back. He rushed back to check the pearl which his mother had hidden in the almost empty rice jar. And what a sight awaited him. The almost empty rice jar was brimming, overflowing with rice, and on top lay the bright, shining, glittering, rosy pink pearl. His mother exclaimed to him, "Indeed, this is a magic pearl." She said, "Let's put this in our money box and see what happens." So she quickly takes the pearl and puts it in the money box, which had just one single coin. And in no time, the money box was full of gold coins. Their oil jar almost overflowed. Their rice jars were full, and their money box was no more empty. "You were right, my son. Today is not the same as yesterday, she exclaimed to her son. And she and her son were both very, very happy and pleased and thankful for this good fortune that they received. Now, the villagers were not blind to the good fortune of Zhao Shang and his mother. They did see that Zhao Shang no more went to cut the grass or to sell the grass, but he went fishing, and also he went to swim in the waters. And they could see how happy Zhao Shang and his mother were. The villagers were not angry, neither jealous, and neither angry with Zhao Shang and his mother.